It's been a while, but I'm back with our first review video of the channel, and it's gonna be a good one. Anyway, Amnesia Rebirth is a new survival horror video game developed by and published by Frictional Games, who were also the same studio responsible for the prequel to this game known as Amnesia The Dark Descent, which was released back in 2010. And you will be like, I know that game, and you will be perfectly right. This title, I mean Amnesia The Dark Descent game, has a bit of a background story related to PewDiePie. For short, it was one of his rising pointers, and that is not my word. PewDiePie said it so himself.
Obviously, a lot of people know already that my channel Amnesia was the birth of my channel.
And back to about the game. The game is set in March 1937, around 100 years after the events of the Dark Descent, and after Tassi's plane crash lands in a desert in Algeria, she wakes up to discover that all of her companions have gone missing. And like the previous title, Amnesia Rebirth is played from a first-person perspective, and you will be playing as Tassi Trinan, who is an archaeologist on an expedition in colonial Africa. And also another one of the typical horror game protagonists who lost the whereabouts of her companions, and that is the start of the story. And the game will take you to wander through desert caves and ancient tombs and a lot of other places which are creepy. That's what she said. And as most of the horror games, Amnesia Rebirth is also very dimly lit, and you have to use light sources such as Tassi's own fuel lamp to see clearly in the game world and find your way through its progress. And you can also scavenge matches, and I don't mean matches, I mean matches that are used to make fire, which can be used to light up mounted torches and candles as well. So players, meaning you, also need to solve various puzzles to progress in the game and read the notes left by non-playable characters, aka NPCs, to know more about the story, which is very typical, again. And like the first game, again, I don't know how many times I said that, but that is what it is, written on the script, so it is what it is, you know. And Tassi's fear level will build up gradually, and fear will overwhelm Tassi when she walks completely in the dark. So if she walks in the dark, her fear level basically goes to the maximum, and which causes her to hallucinate and hear whispers in her head, which is very awesome when you play the game itself. And sometimes grotesque images will also pop up in the screen, giving you a few jump scares here and there, you know. And you can bring Tassi's fear level down by doing things like solving puzzles, hiding from monsters, and managing light sources, which prevents a few jump scares from happening, but they will happen anyway. The game does not feature any combat system, and when Tassi encounters a supernatural creature, aka ghosts or spirits or whatever they are, she could either run or hide, which I very much like, in my opinion, because let's get real here. There is no way you can kill or hurt a ghost or a spirit, and that is the truth. And the most bizarre thing is that unlike the first game, when the player is killed, the game would not reload an earlier save point. So let me explain this deeply. Suppose you're fighting a boss, so you won't be reviving in the latest save point. Instead, it will bring you a bit forward, allowing the player, meaning you, to skip the monster encounter entirely during the player's second attempt. That is very, very strange. I have to play through the whole game to find out more. And let's get to the conclusion. Amnesia Rebirth was released on October 20th, 2020, a very nice number, and it's out now for Windows and PlayStation 4 and has received a Metacritic score of 84 on PC and 72 on PlayStation 4, which is pretty good, but I expected it to receive a good score anyway. Come on, we are talking about PewDiePie's debut here, you know. So I give it an easy 7 out of 10. Pretty good. I recommend it if you're looking to have a horror experience, but if horror is not your taste, then you should wait for my upcoming videos and recommendations, which are gonna be very cool, including the DLC of Ghost of Tsushima. Sheesh, no spoilers here though. And anyway, I wanted to make this review a little longer, but I guess this is as much as I can tell from my first walkthrough of the game. But I will make an overview of this game very soon. Probably. So stay tuned for it by subscribing and hitting the bell icon on its face. And thanks for watching. As always, have a good day and peace out.